downtown, I got that heat, let's go.
Hey, what up people, it's vdoestech, and today we are just doing my first quick impressions of the Z Fold 3, right around 72 hours now. Now let me just start off by saying I did not pick this up for regular price. Best Buy is having a really good deal, and I was even able to make the deal a little bit sweeter. So I was able to pick this up brand new for $650. Now that is an absolute steal. Now, saying that, I'm not going to treat it as a $650 phone. I'm going to treat it as I paid $1,800 for it. I could be wrong in doing that. I could be right in doing that. Some people may get it by finding a deal, and some people may end up paying full price. So I'm going to treat it just as if I picked it up at full price. So the first 72 hours in, I can't say that I'm blown away. Now, I am not disappointed with this phone in any way, not at all. I'm just saying, for a $2,000 phone, I'm not blown away. Now, you can take that as being bad, but yeah, it is what it is. Now, I will say, on the outside looking in, I thought I would be using the front display way more than I have. I thought I might be using it around 30% of the time, which may sound like a little to some, a lot to others, but for me, I thought I would be using the front display way more, and honestly, it's probably at like a 95 to 5% ratio right now. That 5% is me more or less just randomly trying to force myself to use it instead of using the front display naturally. Now, it's not that I'm not completely against the front display at all. It is absolutely beautiful. It's 120 refresh on both the outside and inside. No issues with that. And it's not even like the screen to body ratio, because I use the LG Wing, and that had a weird ratio to it. And then I used the Z Flip 3. Now, it wasn't as narrow, but it still had like that longer form. I'm not entirely sure why I'm not using the front display. And I mean, maybe everyone else doesn't want to have to flip their device open if they want to check out something on their device. But for me, so far, barely using this at all. I think this may be the most the front display has had the screen turned on by far. Not really using this at all. I will definitely be forcing myself to use it more. I mean, it doesn't fit bad in the hand at all. It's a good form factor. I'm just not using it. And I mean, if you get the Fold 3, you should probably be using the inside of the device way more than you are the front. But hey, that's just me. It's not a bad form in any way. Just want to clear that off. It looks beautiful. 120 refresh. You can definitely get by with using this if you wanted to, even though this is where you should not be spending a majority of your time at. Now, the inside, definitely love how this looks. I love this whole experience on the inside of the device. Yeah, it's not that tablet experience. It's not the Note 20. It's not the S21 Ultra. I think this may be the way to go. Definitely love how this looks. Anything you play on this main display looks absolutely beautiful. Now, I haven't had like a full setup yet. This is just how I've been playing with it for right now. I'm not entirely sure if this is how I'm going to use it, but this is like my most important, the the apps I use the most. You have your at a glance Google, using my main 6 apps here, and then all of my apps down at the bottom on my second page is like my task list, my storage here. So this is 256 gigs. 3 days in, I'm at 56.6. That's with all of my apps downloaded. And so I don't have much to do. Everything else is just going to be coming from the cameras and whatever else I decide to put on it. So more than enough storage. Now, I'm not going to give it a pass because I absolutely think you should still have an option of an SD card. But 256 gigs, not the worst. At least it's not 128. You got to take what you get sometimes. On here, I also have my widgets for my Buds Live. So that's always I always got to have these. These are my favorite headphones. You pop it open. You can see everything becomes displayed on these two widgets when you open them. So let me just pop them out real quick to show you you know how these widgets work, but I like going into it. But yes, now you can see my buds are at 100%. If I have them in my ear, I could change it from blocking touches. So definitely love the Samsung widgets. Now this isn't a what's on my device, even though it kind of went down that hill. This is just my first basic setup. I'm actually kind of feeling it. We'll see how long I stick with it. But yeah, 72 hours. I mean, everything I have watched on here looks absolutely beautiful. There is no slowdown. There is no lag. And I mean, there shouldn't be. The first 72 hours, there should be no issues. Now, I can say my favorite thing about this, I cannot talk today. My favorite thing about this device is this display. Absolutely love everything about it. No issues. Now the crease on camera is showing it a little bit more harsh than it actually is, but this is just a top down angle. In person, it does not look this bad at all. But the thing I dislike about this phone, I'm not a fan of the cameras. Now, I'm not going to go out and say that the cameras are terrible because they are not, but I can't say they're great. I can say they're really good. These are not cameras you want to like capture the moment with. Today's the 26th, so Christmas was yesterday. The pictures I got from here are definitely usable, but I did not get them on the first take. I had to do several takes with the pictures. And that's not something you necessarily want to do because sometimes you lose the moment. Now, video looks really good. It does fall apart in low light though. Low light, definitely not the best. I've probably thrown some examples up of great lighting and low lighting. There is a huge difference. But yeah, the battery life, I've been using Accu battery for the last 3 days. So I'm currently at 11%. You can see I took it off the charger this morning. I don't know what happened there. I think I double pressed it or something, but all right, so I'm at 11% now. So from 100 to 14% was 4 hours and 48 minutes. The time I used it for was 8 hours and 17 minutes. You can see I took it off the charger this morning at 6:29. Now from 14 to 12, I don't know why it restarted here, not entirely sure, but you can actually throw another 12 minutes onto that, so that's actually 5 hours. Throw another 20 minutes for the use time, so that's actually 8 hours and 37 minutes. So it's at 11% right now. I am going to have to throw it on the charger. Charging speeds, I am not disappointed with at all, but I am coming from the Flip, and the Flip charging speeds are not good at all. It's kind of a joke to say that it has fast charging. The charging isn't as fast as like the Note 20 Ultra or anywhere as close to the One Plus charging or anything like that, but I can live with this charging. You can throw it on the charger for 45 minutes to an hour and you'll be in the 75 to 80s easily. I can live with that. The Z Flip 3, an hour charge is probably only going to get you to about 55, 60%, and then it's going to die really quick. But with this, I'm okay with that. Absolutely loving the battery life I'm getting so far. Like I said, I'm only 3 days in, already getting, what was it again? I'm already getting 5 hours, 3 days in. As much as I'm using this, you know, when you first get a device, you are using it way more than you normally would. I'm okay with this battery life right now. What have I covered? The front display, the internal display, absolutely love those. They both have 120 refresh. The speakers are nice and loud. When you put them on the table, it seems like it has a little bit better bass, But most of the time, well, not most of the time, almost all the time, I am using either earbuds or headphones. So not disappointed with the speakers in any way. The fast charging is pretty decent like that, no issues. I'm actually not enjoying trying to find a case for this. Not exactly sure where to start. I do have a case that should be here today, but so far looking at the cases, and like I've even went in store and seen a few cases, not feeling the case experience. I feel like this is going to be a complicated one to find like a really nice case for. But 72 hours, I'm not blown away. I'm not disappointed. I am absolutely having fun with this device, but we'll see where this is going. If you made it this far, consider doing those YouTube things. Until then, it's vdoestech. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.